What is up, guys? We looking good? Today I was gonna do a little wash and talk. So, gonna wash this car. It's spring cleaning, so we're gonna do everything: full decon, full wash, wheels, and then we're gonna ceramic coat this thing. So, we're gonna coat it with some G-Technic, and hopefully it takes us a day. I'm expecting like a full day it'll take us. I'm gonna start with actually doing the wheels. Haven't cleaned these wheels yet. They're pretty dirty from the winter and the grime. So got myself a bucket. I figured I'd do a wash and talk with you guys. Kind of uncut, just raw. So yeah, just got my wheel bucket. Got my little detail brush. Toss that in there. Got my wheel brush, my tire brush, and I'm gonna throw that in there. Gonna clean the wheels first. Usually always want to clean the wheels first. Got my P&S brake buster and the foam cannon. I'm gonna start my pressure washer. Whip out the reel. This thing's so nice. Got my reel. So convenient to have a reel. Hopefully it's not too loud when I start the pressure washer. I've been wanting to get an electric pressure washer. We'll do a little cold start. Get back to you. Fuck. So, it's gonna be a little loud, but hopefully it's getting muffled, the sound. Foam cannon, P&S brake buster. Turn off the pressure washer. Clean the tires first. I wonder if you guys are getting that ASMR. This stuff works really good for tires. I find it works quite well, actually. I'll get in the barrel. I kind of want to get a new wheel brush. Look at all that dirt coming out. I usually let it dwell for longer, but I think I'm going to do 2 passes so I can get the caliper good. Then I come in with this brush for the faces. Then I come in with my detail brush for the center and the lug nuts. Make sure you get up in there. And then try to get the caliper as best as I can. Yeah, I'm gonna do it another layer because there's still some dirt stuck to it. Oh, because they absorb a lot of dirt throughout time and not dark black. They get very brown. So this cleaner is actually a tire and wheel cleaner. Usually cleaners, they do both, the separate tire cleaner and wheel. So this one's I think the best bang for your buck that does both at the same time, instead of doing 2 separate things. I want to get an electric pressure washer so bad recently now. Just so I don't have to do this. So I'm gonna let that soak. While I let that soak, I'm gonna do the back. This stuff has actually a lot of dwell time. You can let it sit there and it'll do its thing instead of putting elbow grease into it. I've actually never washed these wheels, so I'm gonna see how they look when they're all clean. There go another round in the barrel. You can see all the dirt still coming off. And I used to rinse stuff before I clean, but then I realized you kind of just dilute. If you say you were to pre-rinse this, pressure washing it before putting the soap, you're kind of diluting your chemicals. So now I'm more putting chemicals straight on it, so it's a bit stronger. Unless you don't need that much wash, but give the tires another brush. I love this brush. Do one more. Now, I'm not gonna go crazy because these are like the winter set. Honestly, if these were the summer set, I'd probably go crazy, you know, make them perfect. But that is good enough for me. So I'm gonna rinse that now. See how final clean comes. Sorry about the pressure washer again. See, I think that turned out pretty good. I have this kind of diluted. It's not as strong right now, but yeah, I really need to get a electric pressure washer. The mic's a good mic. Yeah, that looks really clean. So reason why I'm actually cleaning these, because when I switch the tires for the summer set, you actually don't want to put them away dirty. You actually want to always put them away clean. So actually kind of satisfying. Hopefully you guys are getting a little ASMR. These were dirty. How are we looking, Sarah? Maybe I'll coat these. Put a coating on them. Done. Give it a rinse. Now, going to bring it on the other side and then we'll get back to you.
She was my ride or die, but she just rides another guy like I just write another song like I just...
So, I have my 2 buckets, 1 rinse, 1 soap, foam cannon with my stronger car soap than I usually use. I don't use this car soap on ceramic coated cars because it's a little aggressive. It's a little bit higher on the pH scale. I usually use CarPro Reset, but this has more attack power than that. So I'm gonna get my pressure washer going and foam the whole car, let it dwell, and then I'm gonna refoam because the sun is out, and then I'll touch it. So we'll let it dwell for a bit, so I actually try to pull off the dirt as much as possible on the paint. And yeah, so could get my pressure washer started. Hopefully you can hear me good. So I'm gonna let it dwell a bit, let it sit, and then do another one, then I'll touch it. Working with me, so I do need to work a bit faster than I usually do. That's one thing about washing cars on driveways sometimes. You don't have the sun in your favor, but we're gonna work as fast as we can. Honestly, not also worried about scratching the paint since I am polishing it. So if I get contamination or scratch the paint, it's not worried because I'm literally gonna polish it tonight. You can see the roof is steaming from the sun. Not really a good sign. I get the key so I get the roof so I can get up in here. One thing about SUVs, it's you're always reaching over it, which sucks, and it just takes more time. 1 rinse. So I usually use different rags on a dirty car, but since I'm gonna polish it, I'm not too worried about it. But on a coated car that I've already fully detailed, I would be using rags, and as soon as the rag gets dirty, I throw it out. And I learned that from actually Ammo Studio. Instead of just reusing 1 rag, once this is dirty, you throw it out and just get a brand new rag, right? On cars that are perfect. On cars that are about to get polished and ceramic coated, doesn't really matter. One thing about Audis, every time you're touching it, it thinks you're locking it. So she wasn't too crazy dirty, but still need to wash. I do want to buy the buckets that have the wheels on them so I can ring them around the car. Just trying to make this work more efficient and go by faster, I guess. It is a perfect day to be doing this though. So I'm focusing on the back end of the car because that's where the sun is. So you kind of hurry up with the sun. This car's gonna turn out pretty good once it's done. Yeah, see the back end is already drying up. So that's one shitty part about this driveway is that the sun is pretty strong back here. I think I only got the front bumper left. And then while I'm at it, I think I'll get the door jambs as well. What a beautiful day though. Wish I was working in a bit of shade so I wouldn't be so rushed. I'm trying to get the car fully prepped to polish in the garage before the sun goes down, so I do have some time while I'm at it. I don't care about this rag. Whoops. So I'm gonna go ahead, wipe down door jambs, get up all in there. I just spilled my bucket. And then I usually clean the insides first of cars, but since I'm in a rush to get this inside, I'll detail the inside after I'm done coating it. Very dirty in the jams, so I like to get the jams last with the rag because it's dirty. I don't know what hour I'm on. I feel like I'm on hour 2, 3. Also should do the engine bay. Feel like jams are all done. Whole car's done. Now that I think about it, I forgot that side's mirror and then rinse it. I won't be talking much when I'm rinsing it because the pressure washer is loud. it kind of sucks. Maybe I could put it in the backyard. Put it in the backyard, but the thing is I gotta run to the backyard, turn it on and off, or just leave it on. Let's rinse this thing. Yeah. Are we filming, Tara? Now we're gonna dry it. I only want to dry it because I don't want to really dilute the decontamination process. So I'm gonna decon the paint before claying it, just so I'm not picking up everything with clay. I'll mar the paint a bit more. So I'm gonna dry it with one towel. I don't need to do it perfect because I'm gonna decon this with some Iron X. It's the best stuff in the game. A lot of people like other products, but I'm like, CarPro was the first to that. They invented it, so everyone else who sells it is pretty much just knocking off their stuff, which is the best. So I'm gonna Iron X the whole car. I thought about actually foam cannon, putting Iron X in a foam cannon and doing it, but I wanna buy a separate foam cannon for that. So I'm just gonna spray it on. We're also gonna have to be quick with it because of the sun. So spray it on. And Matt Mormon from Obsessed Garage tried with touching the paint, agitating it on bad cars. I don't think that this car's bad enough to agitate it, but it's kind of something cool for sure. It sucks that only this side of the car is getting shade. So also didn't show you guys, but they've got a new windshield, and we also put a new windshield PPF on it. I didn't do too much research on it, but we put a Steck film on it, which is made in the US, so that's cool. With these taller cars, what you gotta do is step in the door jamb, get the roof. This car also has a roof rack that I'm probably gonna take off for the polishing, just so it's kind of in the way. So gotta figure out how to take that off because I've never taken that off before. This car's paint's pretty bad for a 2018. It's a pretty new car. It's just not been really, it's been a winter beater for sure. It's not been really taken care of all too well. So I don't need to dry this perfectly because I'm actually gonna rinse it off again. And then after we decon it, I'm going to clay it. Then after the clay, I'm gonna wipe it down, wash it again, wipe it down for the final time, and then bring it in the garage. Probably gonna have to move the Evo out of the way so I can pull this in. I think that is it. I'm gonna air dry this. Probably gonna wash this too because definitely have some dirt on this. So I'm gonna grab my Iron X, which I had to buy another bottle because I buy the big bottles, but they run out so quick, very quick. So I also wanna have the pressure washer ready. After I spray this on, I don't wanna let it dwell for that long. Also wanna use my longer gun. I hate dropping shit. I dropped my foam cannon. So I'm gonna spray this down with some Iron X. This is it. I also bought some new stuff. I bought some Iron X lemon scented. So this is the smell. You guys all know this. Best product. See here, smell it. Rotten eggs. I actually don't mind the smell, but so a lot of people hate the smell. I don't mind it for one. They came out with an Iron X LS. Same shit, just lemon scented. So make my sister smell this. I wish you guys can smell through the camera. You obviously can't. Same stuff, but lemon scented. Still kind of gross. The lemon scented actually might be worse. So I don't have much of this. That's why I bought that pen over. Almost out of this. I don't know if you can see this. Can you see this through the camera? Almost out. I'll definitely run out of this for this car. That's why I bought that. That's my first time using the lemon scented. So with the sun, I wonder how I want to tackle this. Maybe I just do the sunny side first and then I'll do the other side. So instead of coating the whole car with this and let it dwell, I'm just gonna do it with one side, rinse it, and then do the other side because you don't want to let this in the sun. This is no joke. Also, you should probably come up closer because this stuff, it's pretty cool what happens. So what you wanna do, get some, having technical difficulties or am I dumb? There you go. Let's see if you can get a close-up of this. Just look what happens after and keep it on that spot. I'm gonna spray the whole car. You can be pretty liberal with it. I wouldn't be liberal with it on this stuff will turn purple, and when it turns purple, it means there's iron in the paint. So let's see how contaminated the paint is. Do you like the smell, Sierra?
No, not at all.
Is it turning colors?
No.
Not yet? No. Oh, the sun's fucking it. Yeah.
Rinse it.
The sun's fucking it. I might be only to do this. I might be only able to do this on the other side. The sun's really messing it up. I'm gonna rinse it. So we're gonna scratch that. Wanna come on this side, Sarah? Is it still going? I'm just gonna do on this side since the sun's not on here. I'm gonna finish the rest of it and I'll just get to clean. So I guess we can start with here. I just want a camera to see the reaction to it. I want to see if it'll turn purple. I think I'll just finish this bottle up. You might be able to see it on the trunk here. Is it reacting? Can you see it?
No.
Not really?
I don't know.
It's a good thing and a bad thing. Nothing? It's gonna be hard to tell. I can feel it. I can feel it in the paint. So what I'm gonna do is I'll just rinse this off. I will get my clay lube, clay the whole car, rinse it, wipe it completely out, and then take the Evo out and we'll move this in. So we're gonna take a break. So I got the Geon clay. I never used to use lube. I just thought it was a waste of money, but now I realize like when I used dish soap, it marred the paint. So I now use clay lube now. Just another expense that didn't really want to spend, but kind of had to. So we're gonna start with the hood and then make ourselves up to the roof, and then we'll go from like top to bottom, really. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Just get the panel wet. Now the front end on this thing is PPF, so I also been thinking about getting a clay rag, just because I do go through clay quite frequently. And if I'm gonna start claying cars more often, you're kind of just like, well, why not, right? But they were expensive, so I was like, some people have adapted to the clay rag mitt. I haven't yet. I'm still old school. The hood feels pretty good. Doesn't feel contaminated at all. So that's good. I'm gonna do the hood first and then make ourselves over. I don't know if you're supposed to clay PPF, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I think I decided that I'm gonna keep the PPF on there, and then in the future, I'll get it taken off by a shop or me, and I will get the whole front end PPF instead of having a line here, which kind of sucks, to be honest. So there's some contaminants on this side. Let's try the PPF. PPF feels smooth, doesn't feel. Good thing with clay, it's all in the feel. Like you don't need to fucking go ham at it, like press hard on it. You'll feel once you start picking up contaminants. I kind of do like using the lube now. When I think about it, I was never a clay lube kind of guy, to be honest. There is some like not mar, but there is some weird stuff on the hood. A lot of people don't forget about the headlights and taillights. Get those. You don't need to, but it just puts less stuff on your pad when you're polishing them, right? So you're not cleaning your pad like as often. These headlights are pretty good. I usually would do the windshield, but since it's brand new PPF stack on the windshield, it's brand new. Like I'm not even gonna polish it or anything. I'm just going to coat it with EXO. I love the G-Technic stuff. I just recently used the wheel armor C5. Never used it before. Used it on my buddy's car. So we're gonna see the results on that, if it's a good or not. Paint's not terrible on the roof, I don't feel. Nor you probably can't hear anything on the mic too. The interior of this car is really bad. This car's for rent, by the way. You wanna rent it? Hop on Turo. That's also one other reason why I wanted to do this is when I'm coating it, and the maintenance washes will be so much easier to keep it clean for the next customer instead of like, you know, spending, let's say instead of spending 2 hours detailing it, take me an hour. One thing with clay, you don't want to touch trim. He'll get the black shit all over it. So roof is done. I'll do the A, B, C pillar next. Usually when it gets dirty, I fold it over. It's not dirty, so I rinse it up. So the hood's done. This side of the roof is done. I'm gonna do the A. Most of it too is just like knowing what you did, right? So you're not forgetting steps and places. I see a lot of people clean and miss a spot or two. I'm going to take off the roof rack soon here. I don't really want to mess with it, but I kind of do. Paint's not as dirty as I thought it was gonna be, to be honest. Or I just cleaned it really well. The Iron X might have worked pretty good. I guess while I'm at it, I'm just gonna do this side. Yeah, I'm looking at the clay and it's not looking bad. I feel like I have probably another 2-3 hours of sunlight. So one thing about clay is I freaking hate dropping it, you know. I just waste it. You're like, wow, I just wasted all that clay. See, now down by the wheel well, I can feel it's getting more gritty. Doing this alone is kind of therapeutic, but boring. I'm used to doing it with like a friend.
So I'm gonna pull up the car and I'm gonna wash it.
No, because I'm cleaning. Like once this goes in the garage, we can.
Hurry.
Sierra, there's no hard work. You can't hurry hard work, Sierra. It has to get done. You can help to make it go faster. You can get the door handle. A lot of people like the small things like make a big difference. A lot of detail shops won't get inside the door handle, you know. Yeah, honestly, the Iron Axe worked good on the side. I'm gonna do the side windows here too. I totally just thought about that. I also polish the windows quick to get all the shit off it. So when you do coat them, the coating's not going on anything shitty. I can feel some grit down here. Gritty. Yeah, there's some grit down here for sure. I'm picking it up. Look at that. It's the first time I feel grit. Look at that, what I just picked up. So it's not garbage. Rinse it, flip it, keep folding it until it disappears. I feel like there's a proper way to say it. But that's why you clay. Like that's the first spot. I noticed there was a lot of contamination is down there, which makes sense because it's by the wheel on the lower side of the car. Yeah, yeah, there's a bunch of shit here. Sometimes you can get away with just Iron Xing the bottom half of the car. Yeah, holy shit, there's like tar here. I'm probably gonna have to Iron X that. There's some nasty stuff down there just wrecking my clay. It's pretty gnarly. So I'm just gonna come back to that. I'm gonna do the side windows, and then I'll move to the back. Fold this. I'm gonna have to reload on my clay lube because we're running low. Surprised there wasn't any of that stuff back here. Yeah, okay, so we'll do the windows. Windows go quick because they're usually pretty clean. This trim, clean. Windows do need a lot more lube. There's a bit of stuff on there. I try not to put Iron X on the trim because the Iron X actually dries out the rubbers. So I did accidentally get it on there. This mirror's pissing me off because it's in the way. Clay mirrors, mirror cap. A lot of people forget that. This little trim. Okay, so I'm gonna reload this stuff. Put some more in it. So this is 1 to 10, so you're really not putting a bunch in here. I usually eyeball it. I probably put too much there, but it's all right. Fill the rest up with water. Hoping you guys are liking this long form content. I've been really thinking about doing it because I see Matt from Obsessed Garage do it. You know, just film the whole thing, like make it professional. Just keep it rolling. Little Friday wash and talk. Nice Friday wash and talk. So, gotta remind myself, I have done this side, the roof on this side, do the back glass. Now it's very hot back here from the sun, so make sure we're gonna make it wet. This back glass, every time I wash this car, it's just on fire. Gotta do the wing. I don't think I did the wing. Wing's pretty clean. Top of this wing, my wiper fell down. Okay, now we're gonna do the trunk. It's gonna be hard because it's been baking in the sun. So I'm really fighting the sun today. I usually don't, but this driveway is literally the worst for that. So the taillight, trunk, I guess the hatch. Oh, the hatch is pretty greedy. There's some like tar back here. Weird. Yeah, it's like tar. Huh. Might have to spray that with Iron Axe. There's a bunch of contamination back here, even on the taillight. Yeah, it's like tar. Look at this. Show you guys. It's tar. Flip it. Redo. Might have to come back with it with some Iron X. Damn, that tar is just a lot of buildup on this car. Compared to my S4, that was a lot cleaner, but it's a lot older of a car. So I'm gonna do the side of this bumper. Oh yeah, it's probably from sticky tires. Like it's like tar from up twos or something, you know? I wonder if you guys can hear that through the mic. I'm already picking up stuff. This is why you clay, by the way, because you don't want to polish. My camera actually decided to die here and I couldn't finish this video. But I'll have an update for you guys in the next video. We got new wheels for the car, so that's exciting.